I am so excited to finally meet you. Charline, are you on? Can you talk, Charline? Charline and I are your two test group girls.
Good to finally meet you guys.
Yeah, I am so excited about the program, and that is not a lie. I'm not just saying that to make you feel good. I promise. I lost 14 and a half inches in 30 days.
Oh my goodness.
Look at my arms.
Look at you.
I know. It's mostly I lost most of it off my waist. So you guys, this is a no joke program. That's why I had to get up the nerve to invite Autumn to the call. Where's Charline? I don't know where she is. I don't hear her. I don't see her. Blake might be trying to find her.
I'm here finally.
Awesome.
I'm here. I'm unmuted.
Oh, well, you're unmuted now. Well, I was just telling Autumn how excited I was about her program and that just blown away by what you could do in 30 days. And Charline and I just wanted everybody to hear from you about, you're kind of a kick-ass girl. I mean, you don't take this girl for granted. Don't underestimate her, right, Charline?
She muted again.
No, I thought it was just going to be a lot of dancing, which it is, but my butt hurt a lot. It was good. She did not disappoint. That is for sure. You did not disappoint, Autumn, at all.
Thank you. Happy to hear it. It's always the goal. Uh-oh, where'd you guys go? Yeah. Wait, hold on. What did I just do?
Here.
Hold on. There it is. Sorry, I lost my
I could do like the speaker.
Don't click button.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's talk country heat. So we're back from Summit. We're officially launched, at least to the Team Beachbody Network, which is great. Summit was amazing. We had almost 500 people show up to get Country Heat certified. We had 3,000 people at the Country Heat workout. We had another 200 winners, or 100 winners plus their guest at the Wild Horse doing the routines. So we had an amazing turnout. It sounds like everybody's having a blast with it. The amount of kits we brought to Summit, we almost sold out. We had a couple hundred left from what I understand, but we came very close to selling out. So it's off to a very good start, and that's a good thing, because I think at the beginning when we first started talking about Country Heat, a lot of people were, I guess, maybe a little bit confused on what to expect. Although the sizzle reel was really fun when we first introduced it, it was a little bit false in the premise that it looked like it was line dancing. So let's start with that. Country Heat is not a line dancing workout. It was inspired by line dancing, but it's a cardio dance workout to country music. So you're not doing line dancing. You're learning move A, you're learning move B, you're putting move A and B together, you're performing those, and then you're forgetting about them and you're moving on. You're not learning a full-on dance. Guys, if you're not muted, can you mute? It's just a lot of static that I'm getting over the thing. Sorry. So it's cardio dance fitness, but it's not line dancing. The music, these are chart-topping hits. These are the best of the best country songs. These are the crossover artists. I definitely wanted you guys to have music that would be super fun to listen to and to dance to. Even if you don't like country music, I promise you're going to have fun with it, because that is something I heard a lot of, like, oh, I'm not typically a country fan. And then I get people doing the program and they're texting me and they're emailing me and they're Facebooking me and they're asking me who sings what song, because they love it and they want to download it. So this is not like old school twangy country. This is very crossover country pop music that you're going to love. The program, the workouts, they're 27 to 30 minutes in length. There's 5 different dance workouts plus 1 dance conditioning workout. So I did find a way to squeeze in your lunges and your squats and your push-ups and your sit-ups. There's no equipment necessary at all for the workout program. It's a low impact program. There is a modifier to follow. Another cool thing that we made sure we put in there for you guys was the move breakdowns. So before you do a workout, you can either click play move breakdowns, or you can just click play workout. I suggest, if it's your first time doing
Let's go see my One more time to laugh.
Somebody mute. So if it's your first time doing routine, I definitely suggest doing the move breakdowns just so you can learn it at a little bit slower pace. I go through, there's no music. I teach you all 22 moves, and then it takes about 12 to 15 minutes, and then you can go on to do the workout. Obviously, once you've done the workout a few times, you're not going to need to do the move breakdowns as well. But they're there just to make you feel a little bit more secure in what you're doing, so that when you do get into the workout, you can really just dance your butt off and have a really great time. Another fun fact that I like to point out to everybody, especially whoever's not muted, I'm so sorry. Can you guys all make sure you're muted? It's really, there's like a lot of background noise coming through. Is everybody muted? There's like one person who's not. I hear you. I bet you're cooking dinner right now. That's what it sounds like. So what I like to point out is that what I love about Beachbody and what they do is the fact that we have all the different trainers, and each one of us kind of has our own unique thing that we bring to the table. Like we got Tony Horton and 22-Minute Hardcore, and Sean T and Insanity, and Charline and Pio and Faggy and Body Beast and that sort of thing. But that being said, and I love those workouts. Like for me, obviously you guys know, I love lifting weights, right? I like to go hardcore in my workouts. But that's not the norm. The norm is not us and what we like to do. The norm is the person who is out there, who wants to sit on the couch, who doesn't want to do much, who wants a quick fix. There's a multi-billion-dollar diet industry for a reason. People don't want to do the crazy hard workouts, or they don't feel that they can. The number one workout played on Beachbody On Demand in 2015, Cardio Fix, from the original 21-Day Fix. So what is Cardio Fix? Cardio Fix is a 30-minute workout program, all cardio. There's no equipment necessary, and there's a modifier in it. What is Country Heat? Country Heat is a 30-minute workout program. It's all cardio. There's no equipment necessary in it, and there's a modifier in it. This is a program that people want. This is something that they need. They want something that can ease them in to working out. That doesn't mean that it's an easy workout. That doesn't mean that you're not going to see results from it. That doesn't mean if you're a diehard fitness junkie, love to be pushed to the brink, that you're not going to get a good workout. You are going to get a good workout based on what you put into it. So if you put effort into the workout, you will get results back. If you have people talk to you about, oh, dance, like, can you really get a great body from that? I like to just, I'm a dancer, you guys. I don't know if you know that or not, but first and foremost, that's what I grew up doing. I went to college for dance. I majored in it. Dancers have beautiful, lean, strong, flexible bodies. Like, they have some of the most beautiful bodies you will ever see. A dancer does, okay? So if somebody asks you if you can get a good body from dancing, I just point them to any stage production you've ever seen of dance, and they'll see beautiful, lean, strong bodies. But again, back to Country Heat. Let's go back to that. It's a 30-day workout program. What else am I missing? It does come with the portion control system, so it comes with the color-coded containers. This is really important. I had somebody ask me today. I was doing the National Wake Up Call today for our Spanish community, and one of the questions they asked me was, how is Country Heat similar to and different from Zumba? And it is similar to Zumba in the fact that it is a follow-along cardio dance program. The obvious difference being that it's to country music, not Latin music, and these moves are more like a country pop type dance style, not Latin dance moves. But we have the color-coded containers. That's something, we give you a full nutrition program that is key to your success. That's something that Zumba and other workout programs outside of Beachbody, they don't have, they don't do. And having that and being able to provide that to your clients is huge, because that is where all of their success is going to come from. So I think that covers the premise of what Country Heat is. I can tell you guys from the test groups, I know obviously you've started to see a lot of the results, like I said, now that we've launched and the new sizzle reel is up. But the results that we're seeing from the test groups are amazing. Our Dallas test group just wrapped up, and we had 3 or 4 people in that test group lose 60 pounds in 90 days. That's 20 pounds a month for 3 months consecutively. That, if you don't know, that is not easy to do, regardless of the workout program, okay? That's a hard thing to accomplish. The reason they saw these kind of results, which are technically speaking, these results are better than 21-day fix results. The reason I say technically better is because 21-day fix is a 21-day program, Country Heat is a 30-day program, so there's a little variance there. But when you lift weights, let's talk about that first. When you lift weights, you have something that is a metabolic response that happens in your body. So if you're not used to lifting weights, or you start to bump up your weights or that sort of thing, for the first 7 to 10 days, your body might actually swell a little bit. It'll retain water a little bit. You'll have more blood volume in your body. Totally natural, normal response. It's not bad, so don't panic and run away from weight training. But you might not see a huge significant loss in weight in that first week because you're having that metabolic response where you're tearing muscle fibers on a microscopic level and your body needs to take time to repair them. So that's why you have that water retention and extra blood volume. That doesn't happen in a cardio dance program because you're not lifting weights. So all you're doing is cardio, you're not tearing those muscle fibers. So you don't have that same metabolic response that happens, which means you lose more weight faster at first. Does that make sense? Hopefully. Ish. Nobody's nodding. Okay. Well, that's your science behind why you're seeing such big weight loss numbers just from cardio. So like I said, I think that's the basis of it. So Angie, if you want, what we can do and what I've found to work really well on other groups, coach calls that I've been doing is if people want to type questions below in the chat, and if you want to read them off to me, because I think the best way to help everybody is to answer questions that they might have about the program, now that I've kind of gone over the broad overview of it. Does that work for you?
Yeah.
So if you guys have questions.
While she's doing that, yes. Hey, while she's getting the questions from everybody, can you hear me okay, Autumn?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. I've got a little delay here for some reason. I just kind of want to go over, because I was in that test group that just finished up, and I will tell you, I've been struggling for a while. I'm 40, almost 7, and the last couple of years have been, tough. And so when I started this, I was really frustrated, and I was like, I'm going to be the one that's not going to get any results, and but I was going to do it anyway. And I was shocked, honestly. Like when I had to take my that first week pictures, I was like, oh, wait a minute, something's happening. And it was really exciting for me. And my mom, she insisted, she lives like 10 minutes away. Every morning she was coming over and working out with me. And she's still doing it. She comes over every morning and she still works. She's going to go get certified Country Heat. She's 67.
That's awesome.
So it's pretty crazy.
That's so
I just wanted to I just wanted to share that with you. And you were talking about the breakdown. I wanted to talk to everybody about the breakdown. Use it. Some of us try to just jump in, and I highly suggest using the breakdown so you can get the form perfect. So when you get into the workout, that you get the best workout possible and you're not falling all over yourself. Although falling all over yourself is part of it too, and that was fun. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I just want to thank you. I'm still doing it. I'm actually still doing it. So
good.
Yes.
So I'm seeing questions come in, so I want to address some of those. So the first one I saw was, is it hard to catch on to size? It's different than size. So size is really learning choreography. So you learn one move, then you learn a second move, then you learn a third move, and you keep building till the end where you've learned a dance. Not to mention, Sean just has amazing hip hop flair, and hip hop, it's a unique style. You have to be able to dance that style to look good doing it. Country Heat is a little bit different. I've kept the moves much more basic, and you don't have to memorize choreography. So like I said, you're going to learn move A, you're going to learn move B, you're going to put them together, and then you're done. You don't have to remember them. You won't do those 2 moves again. You'll move on to 2 new ones. So no, this is not complicated choreography that's hard to memorize. Another question I just saw was, can you do it when you're working out or breastfeeding? Yes, you can. You always want to make sure you get clearance from your doctor if you're pregnant or just had a baby, but you absolutely can do it. It's a great low impact workout program. If you're breastfeeding, whether it's Country Heat or any other program, I always say add in 500 calories. So just add 500 calories into your calculation, and that'll put you in the right calorie bracket to make sure your milk supply doesn't go down. Another question is that they just finished hammer and chisel and don't want to lose your muscle mass from that. You're not going to lose muscle mass that fast in 30 days. I'll tell you that. And obviously, like, I just spent the last almost year doing mostly Country Heat. I was still going to the gym, but I wasn't lifting anywhere near as often as I was lifting doing hammer and chisel. I don't have as much muscle on me right now as I did with hammer and chisel, but that's a lot of muscle for me to maintain. It's like, for me, maintaining muscle mass is just hard. My body doesn't want to do it. I'm actually built like a dancer where I'm tinier and leaner. So I got to eat a whole lot of food all the time to maintain hammer and chisel muscle, which I love, but after a while it's exhausting. So you won't lose a significant amount, but I'm not going to say you won't lose any. You might lose a tiny little bit. But another cool thing that I like to do, and I've seen a few people like that have been teaching the program and that sort of thing do, is to just sort of do a hybrid where it's like they use Country Heat as their cardio, but they still lift also. So feel free to do that. You can absolutely do 2 workouts a day, or do them back to back, or alternate and do one day Country Heat and one day a lift and go back and forth. Or you can just do the Country Heat for 30 days. You're still using your body weight. You're still going to have muscle definition. You're working your entire body head to toe. So
Autumn, I have a quick question on that.
Yes.
I'm still doing Country Heat. Did it in Nashville in our room, loved it. But now I started adding in the 21-day fix extreme.
Awesome.
Blake was worried that I was overdoing it, but I was doing the 30-minute Country Heat, and then I was doing like 21-day fix extreme, upper body. Is that okay to do in the same day?
Yeah, it's not overdoing it. As long as you're within like an hour time frame of working out, that's really not overdoing it. I mean, the only way you'd even have to bump up calorie brackets is if you start to get into 2 and 3 hours a day.
Yeah.
And the only reason you would ever be like, the only reason I ever did that was for competition because of a strict schedule. But I mean, you're not going to be overtraining by doing.
Yeah, I mean, I feel great. That's just it. I mean, it's such a great, that cardio and then doing the weights. I'm telling you, I love it.
Good, I love it. Okay, let's see. What else do we have here? Let's see. Is the Country Heat live class more intense, difficult than the in-home program? Yes, it is, just a little bit. They did make the live team they wanted to make it a smidgen harder. I was pretty adamant that I would only let them go so far with how hard that they would make it. Because believe it or not, once you get into it and you really start dancing past routine 1, they're hard. Your legs are on fire. Your heart rate is up. So the live version is just a tiny little bit harder. And that has more to do with the order in which they placed moves than anything else. And then there are a little bit longer versions that you can do as well. There's a 30, a 45-minute, and a 55-minute. So obviously the longer versions are going to be a little bit harder. How is it for people with bad knees? I had a lot ask me how it was for people with knee surgery since they can't do jump. It's a really low impact program, you guys. There is minimal jumping in it, and it's more like a hopping than a jumping. And even then, like I said, there's a modifier who takes all of the jumping and hopping out. So for somebody with bad knees, as long as they can move front and back and side to side without issues, then they should be fine. Everybody's a little bit different, and depending on how severe their knee issue is would obviously play a role in it. But in terms of impact, it's very low impact. Would it be safe to do Country Heat and Extreme? Yes. Does the program work as well when you have to modify the jumping or hopping? Yes. We've had several people in the test group who were well over 200 pounds. And that's obviously a lot of weight to carry on your body and a lot of weight in your joints. And jumping and hopping was hard for them, and they still had great results. One of our girls lost 18 or 19 pounds in the first month. Not only was she a bigger girl, but she had also had a knee surgery and couldn't do hopping before that. And she actually found me at Summit to tell me not only had she lost weight and continued to lose weight, she was now able to do certain moves in 21 Day Fix that she was never able to do before because of her bad knee. Now that she had more strength in her legs, she was able to squat and lunge, whereas before that she couldn't do it. And she was able to do that from losing weight from country heat. So I think that's really cool. Let's see, if you double up on workout, should I eat more? Not necessarily. Everybody's a little bit different, and it's a little bit harder for me to say on that. Again, if you're falling within that hour time frame, like working out for an hour or less, you're probably going to be okay in whatever bracket we put you in. If you find that you're starving after doubling up and you need a little bit more fuel, I would just do the maintenance formula calculation instead of the weight loss formula calculation. Does that make sense? Who asked me that question? That was from Maria. Does that make sense, Maria? I'll wait and see if she types a yes. Somebody said my legs got crazy toned in 30 days from the country he test group. That's awesome. That was from Nikki. Let's see. What else do we have? That's awesome. I'm trying to scroll down and it's not letting me. There we go. How about using Energize and Recover drinks? Yes. Somebody's unmuted, so I'm hearing myself echo. So if you could remute, that would be awesome. So in terms of the performance line, the only 2 supplements I recommend you use with country heat is Energize, obviously, if you want to use it. That's 15 calories right before your workout, no big deal. Absolutely, it's going to give you more energy to push through your workout. And the other one that I say you can use is Hydrate. The biggest thing you'll see people saying about country heat is how sweaty they are at the end. You sweat a lot, so it's totally okay to use Hydrate on country heat. As for the other supplements, I don't really recommend them. They weren't designed for this type of workout. They were designed for more weight training, crazier, harder sort of thing. That's what Chocolate Recover and Vanilla Recharge are more for. So I don't really recommend the extra calories from that with country heat. If you teach live classes while doing the at-home program that's over 1 hour of working out total, should I increase calorie at that point? Yeah, look, if you're teaching classes and you're really teaching classes and working out, so you're coming out to like 1.5 to 2 hours a day of working out, then yes, you are going to need to increase your calorie range a little bit. So what I would say is probably add about 300 more calories to the formula. So let's say when you do your calculation, it says you are eating 1,800 calories. I'd add 300 to that. That would mean you're, eating 2,100. Can't add right now. Geez, oh man, my brain is dead. You'd be eating 2,100 calories. That would bump you up to the next calorie bracket. So I would say add 300 and see what calorie bracket that puts you in. But only if you're working out for more than an hour a day. Like I said, 1.5, 2 hours, 3 hours. That's where you would add in those extra calories. Let's see, what else? If you teach, I read that one. What's the average calorie burn? About almost 300 calories in 27 minutes. And on average, like 260, 270 in about 27 minutes. Is the Country Eat Container Meal Program exactly the same as the 21 Day Fix program? Have there been changes? It's the same as 21 Day Fix, you guys. If it's not broke, don't fix it. It works. All the calories, the brackets are the same. The containers are the same. We did give you guys several new recipes in the guidebook that are more Southern inspired, if you will. There's a sweet potato hash in there. There's some corn on the cob things. There's some really cool new recipes in there as well, but it is the same as 21 Day Fix nutrition. How can I get guys engaged in a program like this? Had challenges with size because it's dancing. Guys generally don't dance. It's a hard one. It is. Guys are very macho and want to lift and do the guy thing, right? But at the end of the day, guys want to lose weight too. And the best thing you guys can do is go on and start grabbing photos of the guys from the test group that had great weight loss results. There's a lot of guys on Facebook posting video clips of themselves doing it. If you are a guy and you're a coach, I suggest doing it so that you can show guys like it's okay to dance. You know, it doesn't make you not masculine by doing a dance workout program. You know, if it's going to help you lose weight, it makes you smart. You know, like why not do what's going to help you to lose weight and be fit, have strong lungs and a strong heart. That's really all it's about. But I guess showing them that other men are doing it and having great results, I would think is the best way to engage them in it. Let's see. Is it okay to use ankle weights and wrist weights? No, definitely, you guys. Never ankle weights, never to dance in. That's a horrible idea. That's a recipe for disaster. You will surely injure yourself. Wrist weights, I'm not a big fan. I would say no, like it's not part of the program. You don't need to do it. There's less danger, I guess, in the wrist weights, depending on how heavy you go, but I still don't recommend it. You don't need it. You know, like I said, we're seeing amazing results with the program design just the way it is. So that's how I recommend you do it. I'm a dancer and was so excited for size, but my clients loved Heat more. Got certified with you at Summit and taught my first class tonight. It was awesome. Yay! That was from Angel. That's awesome. Let's see. I would hold some gun. Let's see. I love all the ab work you have in this. Yes, there is quite a bit of ab work in it. Do you think drinking Shakeology is a key nutritional drink to being more successful in weight loss? I think Shakeology is a fantastic shake, you guys. It really is exactly what they call it. It's your daily dose of dense nutrition. There's ingredients in there that you will never, you'll never go out and buy yourself. And if you did, it really would be so expensive. Like, it's funny. I was actually walking through my grocery store today and I go to a fairly health food store. It's called Erewhon, which is just even more stupidly overpriced than Whole Foods, but whatever, I was there. And I was walking down one of the aisles and I was looking at some of the stuff they had, like the medical mushrooms like ashwagandha and reishi and shanga and like all these things, right? Which are things that you'll find in Shakeology, camu camu powder and goji berries and things like that. $30 for a packet of like this big of maca, like $50 for the mushrooms. Like, you just would never be able to put this many superfoods together in one place. So I do think it's an awesome health benefit to have. That being said, if you can't afford Shakeology, if you are one of the few people that do have an adverse reaction to it, do I think your weight loss goals are going to be stalled by not drinking it? No. But I think if you can get it, there's amazing health benefits to having it. That's my spiel on that. If someone doesn't like country music, could they dance it to their own music? It would be hard to do. The moves are set to certain beats per minute and that sort of thing. But I would suggest giving it a chance before that person doesn't. Like, I know most people, like a lot of people, not most people. Let me say this, you guys. Country music, #1 genre of music listened to in the U.S. That's not me, that's a statistic. It's the #1 type of music listened to in the US. So more people like it than don't like it. And again, that being said, I picked the best of the best songs. These are very crossover songs. So if you don't typically like country music, I would say give it a chance before you assume you won't like this one, because the music is really fun. It's not like twangy, old fiddle, banjo, country music. Let's see. Yeah, somebody did a price breakdown on Shakeology, came out to well over $400. Yes, that's true. If I am wanting to gain, do you suggest bumping up a bracket? I'm assuming you want to, Renee, I'm assuming you want to gain muscle, or are you trying to put on weight? If regardless, the answer is yes. But I would do, there's a formula we put it in hammer and chisel. There was a gain formula in there. So if you have that or your coach has it, I would ask them what the gain formula is just to make sure you end up in the right bracket. But yes, bottom line, if you're looking to gain, you need to eat more. Yay, Kelly says she's really, really not a country fan, but totally loving it. Let's see. Even though there is nothing wrong with twangy old country banjo music. There is nothing wrong with twangy old country banjo music. I'm just saying that tends to be the kind of music people think they don't like with country music. That's all. I like all of it personally. Okay, let's see. Will each dance movement be done on the left and right side of the body? Yes, it is. Did I miss? I think I've covered the majority of the questions I'm seeing. Am I missing anything? Yes, the songs are upbeat and hip. If I'm wanting to did that, pills to superfoods here, off all medications. Somebody said they went from pills to superfoods and they're off all their medications thanks to Shakeology. Never miss a day. My daughter has been doctor-free for almost 2 years since starting Shakeology. That's awesome. Good for you guys. Let's see. For a post-heavy lift, I don't feel the recovery is enough. I use another brand of BCAAs that is sugar-free. What do you recommend? I like our recovery, but not for the reason I need. I really like our recovery. For me, I find that it does work. It matches up to some of the other ones that I've always used. But if you're lifting super heavy and you want to also add in BCAAs, that's great. There's nothing wrong with that. Then I would just get a pure BCAA like in a capsule and do that as well. I think that's about all of it. Angie, do you guys have any more questions or anything you want to go over? It looks like we've covered most of it. Anybody?
Okay, I got muted. I got myself muted again.
Oh.
Yeah, I was going to see if Charline or Melissa Hudgens had anything else they wanted to ask or add, but I haven't heard back from them yet. All I know is that
I'm here.
Is that Melissa or Charline?
That was Charline.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just for Charline and I, because I'm 51, and Charline, I don't know if you're comfortable saying how old you are. The
40, almost 7.
Time for me, and I know it did for Charline too. And so I wanted to say thank you, just from from the standpoint of how much better I feel. At 51, girls, we hit a certain age and you start dealing with age-related belly fat and hormones, and I just was really blown away in 30 days with the results that I got, and I'm not done yet. So, so I just wanted to say thank you. And I know Charline kind of felt the same way, and I saw some of the comments that came through when the program came out, and that's why I thought it was so important for people to maybe hear from you that it is a kick-ass little workout.
Thank you. Well, like you said, don't underestimate me, you guys. I will always find a way to work your legs, work your abs, and to get your heart rate pumping. So, so don't assume that easy footsteps doesn't mean you won't get a good workout, because you will. You'll still get a fantastic workout. Hopefully, you'll have fun. And the biggest goal of Country Heat is to reach all the people that we've yet to reach. We've definitely done our part in reaching the people who like hard workouts, extreme workouts, weightlifting workouts. And I think this is our chance to reach all of those people who are afraid of those workouts, or who have failed at those workouts, or physically can't do those workouts. This is our chance to invite them into our world and to allow them to be successful in our world. And to show them that they are stronger than they think that they are, and that they can dial in their nutrition, and that they can do this. So that, I think, is the biggest goal, that when you go out and start talking to people about it, that you should take with you, is that it is fun and they will be successful at it. So many people are afraid of failing that they just will never start. So it's your job to show them that not only can they start this, they can finish it, and they can see amazing things from it.
I know, and that's so true, because I have 5 women in my circle that would never touch a Beachbody program. They're like, I want to do this. And so I'm calling it my new gateway program.
I love it. I love it. Look, that was what 21 Day Fix was. That's what 21 Day Fix is. It was our gateway program for a lot of people. And I think this is just going to open the door up to even more and be able to reach even more people.
Well, I appreciate you so much. And
That's a short.
And Charline, are you there still?
I am still here. There's just a little bit of a delay. So I just wanted to say, my coach, Nikki, was in the group. She got amazing results. She was actually, they filmed her at Summit for the infomercial. So hopefully we'll be seeing her. But it was so funny because she is one of those people that she just likes to lift weights. That's all she wants to do. She's certified in like PIO and P90X and, 21 days. She just loves lifting weights. So she's like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to like this. And she started out just kind of stiff in it. And then she started having more fun with it. And now she got certified at Summit and she's having fun. And it's just funny to see that progression that happened with her. And she got amazing results. She was like, oh my gosh, this was crazy, So I just wanted to share that with anybody who thinks that this isn't for them. They're not a dancer. She was a self-proclaimed non-dancer whatsoever. And she ended up absolutely loving it. So.
Well, thank you for sharing that. I really do think it's awesome. And I love and get a kick out of watching all the people switch their mindset. I've had so many people go, I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, and that are now coming to me and telling me that they're going to love it. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with people being hesitant as long as they give it a shot, because I know once you give it a shot, you're going to just have the best time and really, really love it and see great results from it. So yeah, I think that's a great story.
Well, we really appreciate all your time. I know you've got to be exhausted. You were just a freaking rock star at Summit. And this is, I know for Blake and I, Charline, and I think Robert and Melissa are on the line. This is our 9th Summit. And so we just love seeing how this whole thing has grown. It's kind of mind-blowing. And thank you for everything you do for us in the coaching world. We really appreciate it.
Well, thank you guys also, and thank you for having me on, and enjoy the rest of your night. Make sure you get to a Super Saturday. I'll be at 7 of them this weekend.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, the work is never done, but it's a good thing I love it. So you guys have a great night, and I will see everybody soon. And thank you for all that you do.
Thank you. And everybody, thank you for getting on. And Blake is recording it, so as soon as he gets it ready, we'll get it posted.
Thanks, guys. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.